Hi, today we have a short burnout using a series of bridge poses to really work our glutes and to get into that area of our lower body. So we're going to get started, get right into it today, and come into our bridge position. Now, as we get set up, as with always in yoga, we want to have good alignment. When we're in our bridge, I think sometimes we lose focus on what our feet or where our feet and our knees are at. And so we want to make sure that those are also lined up appropriately for our body. Your feet should be about hip width distance apart, which can be really hard to judge once we're all the way down on our back. So before we start to roll down onto our back, just check your feet and then make sure that they're in alignment with your hips. And then once you lay down, you're already there. So find that position, start to tuck the tailbone, and then roll yourself down onto your mat. Once you're here, your shin should be at about a 90-degree angle, so straight up and down between your knee and your ankle. If you can, use a mirror or video yourself just to make sure that that looks appropriate for you. Use that assistance, because sometimes if you're cued to try to reach for your heels or have the heels just outside of the fingertips, depending on how long our arms are, that can affect where your shin placement is. Usually that's pretty close, having the fingertips just about to the heels, but just double check to make sure that's about a 90-degree angle, or I should say straight up and down for the shin. And then from this, again, looking into our alignment, we want to make sure the knees aren't pushing outward and they aren't also falling inward. So as we get started, let's just have our hands out into just a very narrow V shape with the palms facing down. And we're going to start with some pelvic bowl tilts. So with the low back neutral and flat onto the mat, what I'd like you to do is start to tilt forward. The navel rises slightly and you'll feel a small gap start to grow between yourself and the earth. And now we're going to tuck the tailbone, draw the navel in deeply, feel it draw back towards the spine. The tailbone lifts up. And now let's reverse that motion. Tilting the tailbone. And then giving ourselves a little tuck. Again, watching those knees. This could be a good telltale sign whether they want to go in and out. We'll do a couple more tucks and tilts. Be sure to use your breath. And when you're ready, we'll come back to a neutral spine, so just a very shallow gap between yourself and the mat. And we'll start to bring ourselves up into bridge pose. So to do this, have the hands again in that low V. You can press down, use the arms to help you, and then start to tuck the tailbone and peel the spine up and off of the mat. So now you have a nice ski slope from your hips all the way up to your knees. We'll pause here, holding our bridge position, again checking the alignment. From here, I'd like you to take the shoulders and walk them down and underneath the back just slightly so that you're really supported on your upper arms and your forearms. Also, an invaluable piece of advice is make sure you have a very nice space between the chin and the chest. We don't want to be crushed and crunched down. See how hard it is for me to talk like that? We want to have a nice and open space. Very easy to talk and carry on a conversation here. At this point, again, holding in our bridge, I don't want you to focus as much about clenching the glutes. All right, we're not here to clench. We want to work the glutes but not clench them. So to activate our glutes, I want you to press down into the mat with the feet. At the same time, feel like you're drawing the heels back towards your head. This activation will work directly into the glutes, and you will really feel this as we go through our movements today. So now we have our proper alignment in our bridge pose. I think it's time to start moving. From our bridge, we're going to lower down, hover just an inch off the mat, and then lift up. lower down, and lift up for 2, lower down, and lift for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause at the top. We're going to do 2 more rounds of 10. Let's begin. Down for 1, and up, and 2, 3, 4, hips in line with the knees when you lift, 6, keep drawing back with the heels, 9, and 10. Pause at the top and hold. We're going to do 1 more round of 10. Lower down and lift. Down and lift for 2. Down, up for 3. Lower, up for 4. That's 5. 5 more to go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We lift, we hold, and now we'll pulse it out for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hold at the top. From here, we're going to lift the left foot. So if you need to move the right foot over and more to center line so that you can stay balanced in your bridge pose, do so. That will help you lift that left foot. Point the toes. So now my left knee is about even with my right, and we'll go ahead and lift the left foot up to the sky. Stay pointed. On the way down, we'll flex the foot until we come about even with that right knee for 1, up for 2, 3, keep the hips lifted, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more rounds. 1, 2. Keep pushing into that foot, that right foot. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 more round. 1, 2, 3. Are you staying lifted? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the 10th one, we hold and we pulse it out for 10. 1, 2, lift the hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold. Lower that left foot to the earth. Keep your bridge lifted. We're still high in the glutes. This time we're going to transfer over to lift the right foot. So you might want to walk the left foot over towards your midline just slightly so you can have a little bit better balance. When you're ready, you can bring the right knee up, extend the right leg, point the foot. We'll lower down for 1, up for 2, down for, I think I miscounted there already, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Point the foot on the way up. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 more round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We stay up and we pulse for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower that foot back to the earth. Stay in your bridge shape. Widen the feet back out to about your hips width distance apart so that we're back in our lovely bridge alignment. So one more round of your shape in bridge. This time the feet stay on the earth, but let's come to our tiptoes. So you might want to draw the feet in a little more closely so we keep that shin alignment so it's nice and straight up and down. So get your position, feel comfortable on your tiptoes, and from here we're going to roll down on the spine, come down until we just hover the hips, and then lift for 1, down, lift for 2, down, up for 3. Really press into those feet just like you did before, but now you're on your tiptoes. 4. We've got 3 rounds of 10. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Pause, take a breath, and then we'll lower. Starting up our next round, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. On the 10th one, we pause, hold for a moment, take a breath, and then lower down for our last round of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We hold it up. Guess what? We're going to pulse it again. This time we're going to pulse for 20. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Let's lower all the way back down onto the mat. Fantastic. Come off of your tiptoes. From here, we're going to close out with seated figure 4 to stretch into those glutes, into those outer hips. So you bring the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. You can certainly stay right here. If you want to, you can draw that left leg in. Either bring the hands behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin, whatever feels good. And draw the left knee in. At the same time, if you want a little extra more juiciness into your stretch, push the right elbow to the inside of that right thigh, and you'll feel an even greater opening. Release the left leg, unravel the right one, bring the left ankle over the top of the right thigh. From here, staying here, or else drawing that right knee in. Keeping the left foot flexed, and maybe giving a little extra push with that left elbow. Ooh, I can feel this one. Lower the right foot to the earth, and then the left. This time we'll just take a twist. So let's lift the hips up, shift them over to the right 1 or 2 inches, and then drop both of the knees over to the left for our reclined twists. You can take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Right arm either comes out straight or to a cactus shape. Start to relax into that lower body, relax into the glutes. Just a very quick stretch here to unwind. And when you're ready, we'll come back to center, lift the hips up, place them to the left just 1 or 2 inches, and then drop the knees over towards the right. Very good. Draw the knees back up to center. Lift the hips so the spine is back in alignment. Let's draw the knees in. Give ourselves a great big hug. Maybe lift the head, tuck the chin. And release it all down. Roll yourself up to a seated position. And that was it. That was our very quick glute work this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. I can certainly work on some more much shorter practices for you to squeeze into your very busy days. Have a great day. Make it a good one. Bye.